led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. But something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking.
I'm the chief now!
Now we all know what happened when the OG bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new rogue bloodline, led by Solo Sikoa, in the WarGames. But there was a discussion here while planning the WWE 2K25 showcase that has me, your wise man, admittedly a little intrigued. What if WarGames was limited to only OG bloodline, no honorary uses, versus Solo's rogue bloodline, no honorary uses? It's 4-on-4 Roman Reigns. The Usos, Sami Zayn, versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and the most dangerous new competitor WWE has ever seen, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. What happens then? This is your moment to determine who is the real bloodline. This is your moment to determine who is the only bloodline. This is where the bloodline's legacy and the bloodline's future is in your hands.
The following contest is the men's WarGames match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, WarGames officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now, let the WarGames begin!
The Bloodline is in chaos. This wrestling dynasty is on the brink of collapse.
This conflict goes far beyond acknowledgement, Michael. This man and the original Bloodline are fighting for their livelihood.
Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jey Uso!
This man and the rest of the original Bloodline is under attack. The new Bloodline will do whatever it takes to wipe out the old guard.
But this man and the rest of his crew will not go down without a fight. This is a power struggle that could not be contained by a traditional 20-by-20 ring. He's ready to bring the heavy fire to the new Bloodline.
destroying what was built.
Well, this conflict was unfathomable until now. The new bloodline is ready to hunt.
And from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
The new bloodline does not live by a code. They do not act with honor. This man says the OG bloodline will suffer the consequences of their disloyalty.
We are looking at a heavy hitter with pure malice in his eyes.
And he's looking to make his name at the expense of the old guard of the bloodline.
The OG bloodline have never faced a threat like this.
The island of relevancy is no more. The OG bloodline is fighting bloodthirsty savages who will feast on whatever they can.
There will be no hesitation in pulling the trigger, and the OGs have got to match that ferocity.
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the bloodline courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. Gotta be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jay has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
A lot to prove from the new bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late.
They have won some major matches and earned titles too, but I worry they might not be as ready for War Games as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side.
Well, that may be true, but Solo's side has youth and a devil-may-care attitude that can work out tremendously inside War Games. I expect Solo's side to go all out here inside this sadistic structure.
Ooh, sledgehammer to the body. This is not for the faint of heart.
An overbearing assault on Jacob now.
Jacob's having trouble assessing the situation.
So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Romans, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
Ooh, did you hear that clank of the hammer?
No doubt about it. This is just adding extreme insult to injury. Jay is imposing his will.
A fully focused Jey Uso right here.
Just bashing them with that hammer. Oh. 8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo's squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
Oh, this is really getting out of hand here. Someone needs to step in.
And main event Jey Uso isn't looking so big.
Jacob Fatu's got a problem here.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than WarGames.
New bloodline. Both sides engaging. Sami Zayn with a big boot. Zayn has this wrapped up. Watch out.
Boom, did you hear the impact? OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight.
And walking through the structure door, this is where nightmares become reality.
And guys, this is what WarGames is all about. Both bloodlines leaving it all.
What's Jacob Fatu's intentions here?
Absolutely spiked.
DDT. Terrible position for Jimmy.
What a display of strength here. Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
Sami with a big boot. No doubt.
Both wrists captured.
And it can be all over for Jay.
A deafening cheer from the WWE Universe is reverberating around us.
Absolutely unreal.
Got them off their feet here. Solid contact by Jey Uso.
On point. And into the corner he goes.
Counter by Sami Zayn.
Is Zayn closing this out?
The next entrant incoming to even up the odds. I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks.
But a counter power slam.
Isolating the arm. Oh my goodness.
There's electricity running through this arena right now.
Will it be the spark for one of these competitors?
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are... Both wrists captured. Got Jimmy on the fight left. Oh, man.
Soaring.
Oh, quick way to respond with a reversal. Timer's almost up. This next entrant gives their team the advantage inside the cage. Caught him right in the jaw.
And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline WarGames.
The other man in, and he's looking for an ace up the sleeve now. Not concerned about all the damage that has been done here.
There's only so much your body can take before it gives out completely.
Jacob sidesteps that.
There's got to be a concern for Jay at this point.
Jay's...
But meanwhile, Zayn,
No doubt, Sami just ended this.
stomping down.
enters the ring and is diving headfirst into the chaos of this match.
Climbing the cage.
Honestly, not a great move.
From the top. Reigns are looking under the ring for three shots. Seems like this match is becoming something of an uphill battle for him.
Sending him all the way over to the next ring.
Not an answer for Reigns. We've been waiting, and now War Games is officially begun.
Entering the battlefield and circumstances are finally sinking in.
Come on, this has gotten way too far. Just stop this already.
It's like applying an elbow German.
Tonga twist.
May have just vanquished Reigns.
And Zayn getting knocked around there. A jumping DDT.
Wrists captured. Man, knee strike. And Tonga will close things out.
And he turned it around.
And looking to cause some damage by attacking the skull.
On the shoulders. Down in a hurry. He's definitely been worn down a little. And did you hear the impact of that?
The head of the table cinches in.
He's looking fairly drained. And Tonga always picks him up from the pass. Now Reigns.
Into this position as Jimmy gains his footing. DDT.
Jimmy Wyatt, this is it. He could put him away right here. This match is getting the better of him.
Yeah, he's on his back foot now.
And Solo's team takes it.
All hail the true Bloodline.
Here are your winners, Solo Sikoa, Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu, the new Bloodline.
You want to know what version of the Bloodline is superior? Well, there's your answer. Solo's crew prevailed inside War Games.
These four men are true family. Each of them fought.
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the Bloodline, courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new Bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true Bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. A lot to prove from the new Bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late.
They have won some major matches and earned titles too, but I worry they might not be as ready for War Games as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side.
No, that may be true, but Solo's side has youth and a devil-may-care attitude that can work out tremendously inside War Games. I expect Solo's side to go all out here inside this sadistic structure.
Gotta be a bit tough for Jay to stand up against this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jay has the title with some big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new Bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
Jacob Fatu is able to dodge that.
Under the apron now, looking to stack the odds even higher in their team's favor here. And saw what was coming there. OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the Bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight. Being set up in the corner for something. Boom! What a right. Gosh.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the Bloodline. If he's the one that earned the victory tonight, his time as the...
Something devious and dangerous in my ear. Oh my God! Using the verticality of the cage to brutal effect.
I can't believe that connected.
From the opposition. Looking for a belly-to-back suplex.
Back suplex into the neck breaker.
Ooh!
Solo's the current leader of the new Bloodline has called himself the head of the table, called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Romans, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more. Now trampling the opposition.
He's already feeling the effects.
He is still reeling, and more punishment is in. Soaring! Connects on the kick. He's able to dodge out of the way.
Already he's taken on some damage. Counting down the seconds until this match becomes a bit lopsided. If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tom Malone.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in war games.
Many folks think Tom Malone is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tom Malone truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than war games. Got out of the way that time.
Old Bloodline, new Bloodline, both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true Bloodline.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this, is Sami Zayn still Uso?
But then to Sami Zayn.
Can Jacob Fatu come back from that? Uso, oh man, he landed rough there.
Oh my God! Hey guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both Bloodlines linked on the table, been set on fire.
Oh, I can't watch this. I can't watch this at all.
And seconds left before the odds are evened here.
Into the neck breaker, beautiful. That core area really getting lit up.
Solo Sikoa's group at a deciding disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me, yeah.
Great journalism there, Byron.
Thanks, Michael. I can't believe this atmosphere.
Everyone wanted a banger, and boy, you got it.
Meanwhile, we have Sami Zayn.
Zayn has this wrapped up.
Tossed in between the rings. Nothing good ever happens there. Spear! And that can vanquish Tom.
Oh, the rear super kick. From behind, nasty.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be...
Nasty boot by Zayn. Is Zayn closing this out?
He's headed up. Might be going toward the top of this war game structure. Oh, saw it coming and got an elbow for their trouble.
The crowd is counting it down. Next entry will tip the scales in their team's favor. Everything he can do to create space here.
And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
Oh! Looks like the impending numbers advantage isn't enough for him.
sharp elbow to the gut turns that one around. Caught with a clothesline.
Come on now. What more can this superstar do?
Reaching deep into the arsenal. This could end the entire match.
From the top floor. Into the cage now. And the numbers advantage is locked in.
That offense will definitely not be winning.
And that was a well-executed attack.
And he gets directed into the corner, choosing to go after the head here. Interesting strategy.
Ooh, and he manages to reverse. He tosses him over and into the other ring.
Down in a hurry.
Jimmy Uso with a well-timed shot. But meanwhile, Zayn.
That is what it takes to top the rage.
New entrant.
Take off. And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline WarGames.
Making his way to the top here.
Top rope. Uso splash.
Will Jimmy seal this up?
And cover on Tama. This could do it. He kicks out at 2.
I am shaking my head in disbelief over how he managed to get the shoulder.
Clothesline. Tama fights back.
Brilliant blow coming from throughout the arena.
Tom Malone was expecting that.
Super kick. Super kick. Can Jimmy the pin? It's all or nothing time. And the count stops short of 2.
Unbelievable display of will and heart. Ready to set it up. Here it comes. Reigns hits it.
There's a Jay with the cover. This might do it. Saving their teammate and the match for now.
Climbing up the WarGames cage, headed for the top.
This could be it. He could win it all here. And now Tama Tonga.
He just flipped the script there.
Just took a very unpleasant trip from ring to ring.
Sami Zayn with a bang boom.
Can Jacob Fatu confirm that?
He makes the save just in time.
What in the world? That's a hammer. Can't just throw a hammer.
And Sikoa's back.
Solo Sikoa lining it up. Solo with a spike.
That's worked for Sikoa before.
Quick shoulder up.
Thought he had it. You gotta be kidding me. Superman on the top.
Tama Tonga. This could do it. And Team Roman wins WarGames.
The new bloodline has fallen.
Roman Reigns, Jimmy Handshake Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Roman's original bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left, look to your right. That's family. And this is the one true bloodline.